The grand palace courtyard sparkled in the late afternoon sun, filled with tourists and visitors marveling at the royal guards standing tall in their crisp uniforms. But today, one young guard noticed something unusual: a little girl, no older than 7, standing alone near the fountain, tears glistening in her eyes. Everyone else seemed too busy with their photos and chatter to notice, but the guard did. In that instant, a quiet decision formed in his heart, an act that would warm countless hearts and leave an unforgettable mark on everyone present. The moment felt small, almost invisible, but kindness often begins quietly. Sometimes it's in a single gesture, a simple smile, or taking a moment to help someone who is overlooked. And this day, in the midst of a royal spectacle, that moment changed everything. Before we begin the story, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment on Storysphere. Your support helps us share more inspiring and heartwarming stories every week. His name was James Carter, a 28-year-old royal guard with impeccable posture, sharp eyes, and a warm heart hidden beneath the polished uniform. James had trained for years to serve in the palace, focusing on precision, discipline, and ceremony. But he never imagined that his most memorable duty would come not from protocol or honor, but from a simple act of compassion. The little girl, Lily, clutched a small stuffed rabbit tightly to her chest, her tiny hands shaking. She had been separated from her parents while they were taking photos near the main gate. Fear and confusion painted her face, and she looked around frantically, calling out softly for them. Other visitors noticed her tears but thought someone else would help. The royal guards continued their stately positions, maintaining the decorum required of them. James noticed her immediately. Without breaking his professional composure, he walked slowly toward Lily, bending just slightly so his posture didn't intimidate her. "Hi there," he said gently, his voice calm and kind. "Are you looking for someone?" Lily sniffled and nodded, hugging her rabbit closer. "I can't find my mommy and daddy," she whispered. "Don't worry," James reassured her, smiling softly. "I'll help you." Rather than calling out loudly or drawing attention to himself, James guided Lily to a quiet spot near the edge of the courtyard. He knelt down to her level, keeping a respectful distance, and asked her about her parents and what they looked like. As they waited together, he offered her comforting words and even let her rest her rabbit on his gloved hand. The tourists who saw this paused, many reaching for their cameras, not to exploit the moment, but because there was something genuinely touching about seeing such sincere care in a place known for strict protocol. Within minutes, Lily's parents arrived, rushing over in panic. Relief and gratitude washed over their faces as they saw their daughter safe. Lily ran into their arms, turning briefly to wave at James. The crowd of onlookers erupted in quiet applause, moved by a simple, humane gesture amidst the grandeur of palace life. James stood back, returning to his post as though nothing had happened. But the whispers among the crowd didn't stop. "Did you see that guard? He didn't just maintain his duty, he cared. I've never seen anything so genuine." Even social media posts started circulating later that day, sharing photos of James kneeling beside the little girl, calling it a moment that reminded everyone that kindness transcends titles, uniforms, and status. Later that evening, James reflected on the day while polishing his ceremonial boots. He didn't perform the act for recognition or fame. He simply saw someone in need, and he chose to help. But the impact was undeniable. His small act of kindness had rippled outward, inspiring strangers and reminding everyone that compassion matters, no matter the setting or circumstance. And for Lily, it was a moment she would never forget. She learned that people, even those in strict uniforms and formal roles, could show warmth, understanding, and care when it mattered most. And for the visitors who witnessed it, it was a gentle, heartwarming reminder that in every world, whether royal or ordinary, kindness is timeless and beautiful. As James returned to his duties, his heart was light. He didn't need accolades. The smile on Lily's face, the gratitude in her parents' eyes, and the quiet admiration of those around him were enough. Sometimes, the simplest gestures carry the greatest weight. In a world that often values status and spectacle, James's act proved that the truest power lies in human compassion. One guard's kindness had stolen the hearts of many, leaving a memory that would linger far beyond the walls of the palace. The end. And remember, every small act of kindness has the power to change someone's day, or even their life.